Very
So
much so.
when you're looking at that, but again, from the quarterback, from the players, like that's what. And then, hey, 8 months later, Brian Kelly don't got a job.
Yeah.
How crazy did that call sound to Garrett Smith? Probably like, yeah, man, they got to let coach go, but we might be able to shap you for the draft coming up. Garrett Nussmeyer ain't got it. Now, Brian Kelly said it too. He said, you know how crazy a college coach has to be? My mortgage, my well-being, my quality of life are tied to 18, 19, and 20-year-olds.
But I like to have that.
Yeah.
They can tie us a contract right now.
Give
to
me- give it
19,
to me.
Yeah.
Cut us a contract right
Give it
now.
to me.
But I'm just saying,
Give it
19
to
and
me.
20-year-olds who are finicky and temperamental.
I get that.
And can jump from one place to another at the drop
You
of a
can't
hat.
make it stick.
And I get that. But what makes me mad with Marcus Freeman this year, he said the same thing pretty much. He said that we're dealing with these young men that he feel like that's controlling the game. I'm kind of not. I'm probably putting words about, but
Yeah.
basically he's saying kids are overpaid in college football and can't be controlled.
It's
Like I told him,
it's a different beast now. Like
It is.
It's. But again, I'm all for. I was one with Title IX champion in every athlete should get paid.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is now we're looking at the revenue stream of a professional competitive sport.
Yeah.
So we have to treat it as such.
I think if they really wanted to, they could clean it up.
They can.
And several ways that you can.
It's
it's
gonna look.
coming.
It's the Wild West now.
It's
But yeah, they're
coming.
gonna.
I think you
they
can
gonna.
put a 2-year contract on it. I think that you can guarantee their money, but they don't receive their money until they leave school.
But the ingenious thing.
That gets back to that control. Maybe they give a portion of it for their family and their mom, but you don't get all your money until you're done at whatever school.
Or you limit them and say, hey man, once you commit to this school right here, you gotta sign a contract for a certain amount of time. You gotta stay there.
See, I don't think they should be committing anymore. I think we should get rid of committing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and this is the
Put pen through paper.
this is
Get
the
rid of
rub.
commitment.
Even with the contract, this is the rub for the whole thing. And again, hey, you athletes out there, get that bag. I understand it.
I want them to get paid.
They have some financial acumen, but they're gonna listen.
I do too. man, but-
Everything.
Coach has been getting paid forever.
Yeah, but hold on, wait a minute. I watched, and I don't know if y'all know who this is. Y'all know who Haley Van Lith is?
No,
I've
She
heard
a
of her.
female, but she a baller. She played in the WNBA right now. But she just came out. She played in LSU with old girl.
Yeah, Angel Reese.
Angel Reese.
Yeah.
I watched her go from. She went to 3 different colleges in 5 years,
Bro, look at Carson Beck.
all on NIL deals.
Oh, it's a kid out there in the NIL. I can't think of his name, but he done transferred and he done went through 7 years through 7 years college. all his
Jordan
college.
Malava
That's
and
crazy.
old boy at Tennessee.
But they allowed in the NCAA. That's why I tell y'all.
The
NCAA
USC
is go ahead, T.
My bad. The USC and Tennessee quarterback, they just switched. Now, again, Jordan Malava was amazing in the game I saw, but this is the rub. Any way that you can circumvent and put a cap, it's the name, image, and likeness. That's the local lemonade company down the street can say, hey, they can funnel $20 million through that, and then, hey, he did a commercial for us and we paid him $1 million an episode. That's why it's hard to track.
Yeah.
Because some money comes from the school, but the NIL has name,
Yeah,
image,
but
and likeness.
as far as the schools is concerned, they shouldn't concern themselves with whatever the deal from outside.
But they still
folks.
get, okay, but again, that's how you.
That's where the collectives and
yeah,
everybody
that's
comes
you.
in, and with the booster, it's like
You-
it's a gray area. You got the booster,
It's
you got the
the-
school, you got the
yeah.
collectives in the middle.
You can say,
that
I'm
sign
only
all
going
this
to
money
give
out.
you this amount of money from the school. But the private sector, it's the wild, wild west.
Yes.
You can't tell Pepsi they can't give these folks. So that's the issue. So if the kid's sitting there and be like, what? I only had 3 targets? Oh, man, I'm ready to roll. And he'll be eligible next season. And he'll get a stipend and he'll get it. And again, I'm all for that, but that circumvents the process. Look, I can say this, and I don't want to get too far off track.
Oh, you good, bro?
The way football looks now, what we're about to delve into of how this rivalry, like I haven't seen a rivalry weekend like this
boy.
in a long time. And that's
it's-
because everybody's cupboard is stacked.
I'm gonna tell you.
All right,
Boy,
let's talk about Thursday. We only got one game Thursday. That's Navy and Memphis. That's 6:30.
Shout out Memphis.
That's
They've
Thanksgiving
been
Day.
balling.
That's
This
Thanksgiving
shipment
Day.
been balling.
So I Memphis
Triple option.
been doing pretty good. Coming out of American League, they playing good ball. For real now. All right, so let's crack it out. We talking about rivalry, right?
Oh.
Friday night, the big game everybody want to hear because they wanted to
Egg
get
Bowl.
is Ole Miss and Mississippi
Egg
State.
Bowl.
That's your first game at 11 o'clock
Where
on
is
Friday.
it? Is it in Starksville or
It's
is
in
it in
Mississippi
Oxford?
State.
It's in
Mississippi
Starksville.
State. The
Boy.
Mississippi State. And
Boy.
the reason people want that game over with because
Boy.
they want Kiffin to say, is you going to go to Florida? You going to stay Ole Miss? Are you going to LSU?
If Mississippi State happens to win this game, I'm talking about by some weird coincidence. Hey, Ole Miss, look that rank. Now you you the third best team in SEC.
Your Ole Miss
And you
got
gotta-
LSU money?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how
Oh,
much
yeah.
money.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, where they get their money from?
Yeah.
That's one school, because we always talk about Texas. They got oil money, right?
Yeah.
Oregon got the Nike money, right?
People gonna think I sound crazy.
USC got the Hollywood money.
You know where Ole Miss's money come from. You know where Oxford's money comes from.
No.
Everybody in here is a slave to their product. Cotton, bro. Cotton. That's what comes out of Oxford.
Shit, I thought Alabama would have that money then.
Hey, they not like Mississippi. I may be wrong. I may be ignorant.
Textiles,
Because
you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
textiles.
I got you.
But yeah, man, a lot of cotton come out of.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe
I
that.
could buy,
but-
I buy that for.
I believe that.
Yeah,
And
man.
then you got to keep in
sugar
mind,
cane, all bro.
there's
Sugar
not a
cane,
lot.
definitely.
There's not. Mississippi is kind of like a mirror of Alabama.
Yeah.
They don't have an NFL program. Don't have an NBA.
Like our
program.
ugly twin
But
brothers.
it's
Right.
old
But it's a whole
money.
bunch of money coming in there,
Old money.
off of, they got the shipping industry and all that stuff.
It's old money.
Yeah, and it's old money.
It's Dixie money. It's harder Dixie money, and it's a lot of it. They've been squirreling away for a while, and again, they don't have a public or a professional interest. So their alma mater, they
Ole
want to
Miss.
root for bro.
So Ole
Bro,
Miss.
and-
So okay, he been at Ole Miss a few years. Okay, Florida. I know Florida got money.
Yeah, but
I know LSU got money. When that man is done, he
I don't know if he
$15 million
wants to
a
go.
year.
I don't know if he want to go.
why leave though?
But because
Exactly.
From a
exactly.
leverage aspect, like
Exactly.
Why
why
would you leave? You got a lifetime job at Ole Miss if you stay there for
only
a while,
one
man,
school.
'cause
I
you're not
think
gonna be
only
better.
one school. I think that he would probably leave for.
Bama.
No, well, not Bama. Well, maybe Bama too. Miami. University of Miami.
If he would go for Miami, I don't see why he wouldn't go for Florida.
Because Florida's just in that Gainesville that's up.
But the
up from
thing
that
is,
Miami.
But
all
Florida
of
is in the SEC. though.
Florida would get him closer to there, but Miami would get him home.
But for from an evaluation standpoint, and that's factoring your family because his
And Miami
marriage
got that
is
cocaine money.
to
You know
mo-
where they money.
Hey, Skylar, hey, bro.
I wish
hey,
we had.
bro.
Give us some in Tallahassee.
Hey.
Hey, Northville.
But anything, I can't think of a school out there right now, and because Lane's got his pick of truth, but the upper crust and the upper echelon of his choices are all lateral moves.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
all lateral
Yes,
promotions.
yeah.
Well,
It is.
well, he at
What's
the,
a
he
bigger
at the
pro-
pinnacle right now.
That's what I'm saying,
What would
but-
be a higher move than Ole Miss? For
Florida,
anybody, for
Florida would be
anybody.
a lateral move. Miami would be a lateral move. LSU would be a lateral
And those
move.
schools have the money.
I think he want to stay in the SEC though.
Yeah. That's
So
what it is.
Florida would make better sense to me. I don't think he want to go.
But
with
what could
LSU.
you do? Like from a recruiting standpoint, I get it. But Lane's very personable and crafty. Young kids want to play for Lane because especially impact like skill position players. Lane Kiffin won't have a problem with getting those. But you have a culture in like it's hard to follow someone who's been iconic. Like Kalen DeBoer is dealing with that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to come back, not to say, but when was the last coach at Ole Miss that was just like Lane could put his imprint right there, and anything that you could do in
Freeze was
Oxford,
the last coach that was
yeah,
out.
anything that you
Yep.
can do in Oxford, you could. Anything you can do in Florida or Miami, you could do that in Oxford with a lot less pressure.
Yeah, but you can have way better weather in Florida.
I tell you this
no,
right here,
you-
though. I tell you
true.
one thing that he can get away in Oxford, and he can't get away nowhere else in Florida, LSU. And this is not taking no jab, but they can control their campus media better than LSU in Florida.
Oh, well,
It's
yeah.
meaning he don't have to enter like Urban Meyer with a girl sitting on his lap.
True.
No, Lane
That's
Lane
true.
got
they,
some.
they protect. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Lane
I'm
got
talking
some
about the
craziness going
covering.
on right now. Like
But-
with his wife, like it's some. And I don't mean to get in your
No,
business.
no, no,
Lane.
no.
But at the same, like I feel what you're
But it
saying.
ain't
Like
blowing up all over.
But
the
they
place.
can protect it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because if he was at LSU in Florida, man,
But speaking
Like
of
they
that,
did
though,
El Jerome.
bro, like what?
like they
Homie.
did Jimbo Fisher wife.
Hey, bro, like
Like
that
they did
is-
Jimbo Fisher and his wife.
Bro,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
don't-
that's
wow.
dirty.
when you're talking about a face of a program, you cannot get more relatable and notable than Ed Ogeron at LSU.
Yeah.
Bro, that's Bobby Boucher.
Yeah.
That's the water. Like,
Yeah.
bro,
But it was
he
right.
just
Yeah.
wanted to, bro.
But it
Guess
was-
what
2
is he
years removed
doing?
from a championship.
But that's why he couldn't cover it up because he was at LSU. You know,
But don't
If-
Louis,
okay,
the boot ain't that big, bro.
but put him in
But
Ole
it's
Miss.
on a national level. It's
Put him in
big.
Ole Miss. Put him at Ole Miss.
It'll be. I get what you're saying. It's hush,
Put him
hush,
at Ole
quiet,
Miss.
quiet. Yeah.
Put him at Mississippi State.
Yep.
Hey, I hate to break it
Yeah.
to everybody. That happen all the time.
It does.
It
It
does.
happen all the
So
time.
why blow the man's spot up?
That's what I'm saying. That stink a little. That smelled like something that he had a debutante.
Yeah.
Oh,
The head coach had a debutante. Have you ever been on a visit? Like go to with one of your homeboys that's a D1 blue chip athlete, and y'all go take a visit to a school.
They walking around
Boy,
with you out there mud. They
that's
bring
like
Wait,
one of
two at a
those,
time.